Hi, I'm Roger from Veto Pro Pack Tool Bags, and I want to go over our new line of marine/boat bags. These bags were a couple years in development, and going to marine supply houses, there are not a lot of bag options for people in the marine industry, and so just looking at what was available and what was not available, came up with these designs. I used to build wooden lobster boats up in Maine, so having some boat building experience behind me, there was no boat builder's bag for guys that work on boats. So I have two boat builder's bags here, and there is a rigger's bag here. There's a rope bag here. There is a bag here for the average boat owner. And then there is another bag here for marine technicians. And then there are 4 totes here. These are wide open totes, and then these are totes that zip up. So just going through these quickly, that's just the overview. So the boat, and then one thing on all the bags, the bottoms are polypropylene. So it's a hard plastic, but then it's overmolded with about 3 millimeters of TPR, that's thermoplastic rubber, so that they're non-marking on a deck or bright-work, and also they won't slide off a cambered deck on a boat too. So that is a very important element on these bags for functioning on boats, especially high-end yachts. A lot of yacht owners, whether power or sail, they will not let a guy come on the boat with a metal box or even a plastic box unless you bring a piece of carpet or foam padding to set them on. So with these you don't really need that, but he still might require that. So this bag, this is the MBTT. The bottom footprint is 7 by 16, and on the outside, as you can see, it's almost like a mini shop wall. So all those small tools that can end up buried in the bottom can be stored on the outside wall for quick and easy access. Same thing on both sides. A little quick access pocket here for odds and ends that you might want to keep in there. This metal clip is where you would clip your tape measure on there. There are tool pocket panels on the inside. So there's plenty of tool storage on the inside. These are actually removable. You can unvelcro this and the whole panel comes out, and there's grommets in there so that if you want to drive a couple nails in the shop wall, you don't have to take your tools out. You can just hang them off the nails in the shop. But that just gives you more capacity inside that. A guy might want to use this one for, he's working down below. It's tight quarters, so a smaller footprint would help out with that. They all come with a heavy-duty shoulder strap. They all come with leather grips. This is a bigger one. It's 9 by 16 as opposed to 7 by 16. So for somebody that's working in and outside of the boat, on top of the boat, it's just got that much more capacity. There's straps here. A lot of guys use pull saws or firming chisels, or what they call slicks. They can drop the tip of the blade of the chisel or the saw down in there. That secures it down below, and then secure it up top. So those are 2 different sizes of boat builder bags. The rigger's bag, this was 2 years in development, as were most of the other ones. This is a little bit more. There's not a rigger's bag on the market, and I reached out to the head rigger at the Mystic Seaport, a guy named Matt Otto. They are rebuilding and restoring the Mayflower II, which was built over in the UK in 1955 to 57. It's been up at Plymouth Plantation rotting. They brought it down to Mystic about 4 years ago, rebuilding the whole thing. Matt does contemporary yacht rigging, but he also does historical rigging. So he's pretty knowledgeable as a rigger. So a lot of the design of this bag was from input from Matt. You notice the bottom is kidney shaped because he will wear a climbing harness and belt, and there are attachment points for carabiners on the back here. So he can clip it onto his climbing belt when he goes aloft, and he can wear it on his right hip, shift it over, and wear it on his left hip. So, and just like the other bags, these are also TPR, thermoplastic rubber, on the bottom. This is another bag that was requested by Matt. It's called a rope bag. When he goes aloft, he needs to bring coils of rope plus his rigging tools. So this has a wide open bay in here where he can put coils of rope or line. There are vertical pockets in here for his larger rigging tools. He can run 3/8 line through all these grommets for attachment points, for carabiners, clips, whatever, to attach coils of rope or line. And then on the outside, this is a small tool pocket attached on the outside with a little shelf here. So when he's aloft here and he hauls this up, he can take his fids and his marlin spikes and then drop them down here on this little shelf, and they're not going to roll off because there's a little lip here. So he doesn't have to put them back in the pocket. So he can put them down here if he needs to grab another tool, and then when he's done, he can take them back and put them back in here and then zip this up and secure them in there. So this is another specific bag that would work for a rigger. We've had other people buy these. We've had plumbers buy these. So the types of tools that plumbers use: pipe wrenches, adjustable wrenches, channel locks. They can keep those in these smaller pockets on this one too. As any of these bags can work for any other trade, but these are designed for the marine boating market. They're made out of polyester canvas. That's not going to rot. It's synthetic material, but it looks like canvas. And then over here, we have the MBMC. This is based on our MC bag. This bag is for the average boat owner that needs to keep a few hand tools. Everybody needs to keep tools on the boat. And this is a nice compact size so that you don't have to bring the whole workbench. You can just bring this bag with your assortment of tools. And just like the MC, everything is stored in vertical tiered pockets for quick and easy access. The colors are light gray for good visibility. There are larger pockets on the back side. If you need to bring a multimeter or a cordless drill, there's room in there for that too. And then moving to the next size up, on the MC platform. The MC platform, the footprint is 8 by 10. So this is 10 inches of vertical storage in here. And on the Tech, what was called the Tech MCT, now we have the MB MCT. This is 12 inches of vertical storage for extra long nut drivers or screwdrivers. So this could be used for a marine technician that needs to take care of the heating and cooling or water purification or electronics on both sailboats and power boats. But you know, either way, marine technician can use either. As I said before, they're all made out of polyester canvas, which looks like canvas, but it's not going to rot. So moving from the two boat builder bags, the rigger's bag, the rope bag, to the marine technician's bag or regular boat guy bag, we have these totes. And there are two sizes of each one. These are the ones that close up for the average boat owner that needs to bring, you know, life preservers, dock lines, bilge pump, scrub brushes. You can store this in here. The footprint of this is 9 by 13. The bigger one is 9 by 16. But there are also internal pockets for storing bottles of water or tools or whatever. That could be stored and organized on the inside, but they close up. And this is a good 1.5 D-ring, which gives you the ability to grab that with 2 fingers. Same thing to open it. To grab it gives you good purchase, and a ring here to open it. So it's very easy to open and close it. And then they store with the flaps down, but you can still access the pockets with the flaps down. I'd say the 2 sizes of this bag. And this could be used by anybody, an average boat owner that needs a good heavy-duty tote. And then we have these totes over here, which these are wide open. There's no tool pocket storage on the inside. And I see these being used by commercial fishermen, lobster fishermen. Up in Maine, they fish through the winter. They need to bring hats, gloves, maybe a hoodie, their lunch, you know, a couple of sodas, some bags of chips, all that kind of stuff that those guys want to bring out on the boat. That's what these bags are for. But anybody can use them. If they see a purpose for them, then this is the bag for them. It's just a wide open tote. There are pockets on the front outside if you want to store a few small tools in there or whatever. Well, suntan lotion out on the high seas, you can throw that in there too. So these are set up as two options. Footprint again, 9 by 13. The larger one, which really holds quite a bit, as you can see, is 9 by 16. So you can put a lot of stuff in there, even boots in this too. So, but one other thing I want to cover too is that these bags stand up. So when you set them down, you can take two hands to grab your gear to fill them up. It's not like you have to take things leave one hand free to hold the bag open, while the other hand you've kind of armpit carry whatever you have to put in here. They stand up. We have fiberglass battens on the ends and the webbing there that gives their structural integrity to the bags to keep them stand up. And then there are leather grips here, so those are ergonomic. They bypass, and it feels like they become one on that too. So it's, you know, I've been to a lot of marine supply stores, and you look at the bags that are in there, and none of them stand up for the totes. And so it's just making bags that are a little bit more functional and a little more heavy duty in terms of what they're required to do. And like all of our tool bags, they come with a 5-year warranty, and we have these all in stock now and ready to launch.